Well, hello, welcome to Dry and Fire. I'm Valarie, your neighborhood pyrography artist. I'm joined with hubby.
Okay.
And today we're doing the mane. The mane. I got mane everywhere. Woo. Alrighty. So, I've been working on several other videos, so kind of splitting my time, but I was able to get some of the horse blocked in based on what we were doing last week. So this week we are working on the mane. Now there's two different, I wouldn't say kinds of mane.
Yeah, sounds good.
Oh, good. But how it's laying. So we need to look at both of those real quick. So here, because it's further from the camera, we see detail, but not like every little hair. So these are all in groups and they're laying together. Whereas down here at the bottom, we got a little frizz going on. And we can see the groups of hair are smaller. So those are the two things we're going to focus on. But we're going to start with laying in the top here. So I'm going to have to adjust my board. And I've got the camera sideways. That way hopefully it helps on seeing the angle of my tip.
Mortz is here.
Hey, Mortz.
I don't know if he's still here, but he was here in the beginning. Hey, Mortz.
Well, let's say hi to everybody. Gila, Kathy, Andrea, Spence, Sonia. I know I got a Gila. I think I got. Let's see, I'm scanning real quick. If I forgot you, say hi again. Because then I'm sorry. Alrighty. So let's get, I'm going to go ahead and use the 18 small for this. And right now I'm set at 2 because we do have lighter hair. So we don't want like really dark. I'm trying to find both the angle for you and comfort for me because it's easier to change the board direction than it is to change you. So I'm going to put my reference photo up here real quick. And we're going to start here at the very top. So hopefully you can see everything. Again, this is on poplar. This is going to burn differently than basswood or birch, so the heat settings are going to be different. And see on my pattern you can see where I have grouped the different groups of hair, so to speak. So let's go ahead. We're gonna we're gonna focus right here. This is what's coming down over the head, but we're just gonna focus right at the top because whatever we do in the live is what you'll continue doing when we're not live. So set it to, I'm going to use the edge of my pen, and I don't know how well you'll be able to see. Hopefully it'll be okay. And again, I was rushing today, so I'm a little shaky. And I'm just going to use the edge and lay in some of the group, not all of the group.
Hey, Moritz. I'm sorry life was stressful. I've been checking in on your channel. I haven't been able to catch you live. But I see that you're up to 100 and something, 126, 7 subscribers on Twitch, so very cool.
So use the tip of the pen more flat for a darker or thicker area because we do have some hair that is showing the underneath, though we can't see the underneath, it splits, so we need to have some dark in the split. So I'm using more of the tip, edge and tip, to get that in. In fact, I could go a little higher, 2.5. We're going to get that in there. Need to make sure we go around the ear. Some more flat gives us an overall burn. And when we use the edge, it gives us more of a detail line. And you can kind of split the two and use the tip angled a little bit so it's a thinner, thicker line. If that totally did not make sense, did it? Thicker, thinner line.
I understood what you meant.
You've been watching for a long time now.
I live with you. I understand your code.
My lingo. My lingo. So I'm just gonna
Dances with Aardvarks. That is
Mike.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hey, Mike. So yes, long drags because this hair is long, and we need to follow that direction.
And every time I see him, because of something he said a long time ago in chat, I always think of Bender. and it's like I can't. It's like I see his icon, and I just think, oh, that's Bender, but I know it's Mike.
Yeah. So up at the root, it's going to be darker. Although the root in the front, where we're seeing it right here, because it's in the front and the light's hitting it, it's lighter. But where it comes out, it tends to be darker. All roots tend to be darker regardless of color. So we'll get that in there.
Unless it's my hair.
So just going with the group. We're filling the group first. I mean, we can put some individual hairs in so we know which way which is going. And then smooth it out. And like right here, we have a really big dark. So I'll go ahead and slow my pen down. See, even here I need to go darker. I wash my hands, but I feel like I got lotion on it still.
I miss Bender too.
Alright, so I've bumped up to 3. And since I'm trying to move my pen fast, when I go slow, I'll get my darker stuff in. But even this isn't dark enough. It's totally okay. All of this is going to be darkened up again. Or I should say more detailed out once I erase. So following, we've got a pretty similar, let's see here, this one comes down, yep. Got to curve that tip, curve that into that root. Now right now everything's going to look darker because there's not a lot of darks around it. But as we put more darks in, the areas that look dark now are going to lighten up. And that's why it's always best to work in layers. Easier to adjust your contrast for when you want it darker. Remember, it's always easier to darken, harder to lighten. Doable, but harder.
Burl's here.
Hey, Burl. Alright, so let's get all this blocked in.
Bam.
With you, bam.
I'm showing my awesome coaster that Burl made me years ago.
It hasn't been that long, yeah.
It was over a year ago, I think. Wanda Hewitt's here. Says,
hey, Wanda.
Yay.
Her internet worked.
Got a lively group here this morning.
Oh, that's good. Especially with how hot it is. Whew. Hopefully that's not too noisy. There's a fan down below me, at least to move the air around my feet to keep me cooler, because we already know if we have the window open and the fan in there, we sound like a helicopter. We're riding in a helicopter.
That's true.
So we are trying. So I'm just using the tip a little bit slower, and then see we have some lighter hair. I may actually be off. Let's see here. No, this is just some darker. It's coming over. So following, we'll do the roots real quick, and I'm just crisscrossing, just like I did the long hair, the actual hair of the horse body.
Yeah.
We don't want anything. We want it to look more random. We don't want little soldiers standing there. Sorry, let me readjust. There we go. Maybe that's
Oh, gotcha.
a little
Wait,
easier.
what's all that noise?
Oh, I'm moving my wood.
Okay, is that right?
Moving my wood. So we have a little bit coming down. Which now, remember, if you need to move your photo to keep lined up, by all means do.
Frola says, we have April weather. Rain, rain, more rain. Ray of sun, rain again. Did I mention rain?
Can you send
We
it
will
here?
switch with you, Burl.
In a heartbeat.
You know, you can have all the sun you want.
We're supposed to be 95 today. So just trying.
Poor Wanda. She's using her phone. The internet disconnected as soon as she was signing on.
Aww. So we can get a little bit more texture in. Curl it around. I'm trying to miss some of the graphite because I don't want to burn it in. Let's erase real quick. Just So we see what we got going on. And for the really bright white, there's not really actually any bright highlights in the hair, in the mane. So let's see, Reese. I could lower the camera a little bit, that way I can lower the board, that way I'm not...
Earl says you can move up here, and then she can observe in person.
We lived in Washington.
I would love to live in Canada. Because that would be like a nice halfway point.
You're not getting me off my mountain.
We'll find you another mountain.
Let's see. Nope. So I actually put my dark in the wrong spot. But if nobody's looking at the photo and my piece next to it, nobody's ever going to know I put the dark in the wrong spot. What I do need to do is make sure I incorporate it a bit so it looks like this is hanging over it. Bring it down, and our dark spot is actually right here. So, it happens. I screw up all the time. It's how you work everything in to incorporate that. Oops. Sometimes it actually works out where the oops looks better than the original. Sometimes. So I'm just going back and forth using the edge, and then I can go back over it.
Shirley Millar says, I'm here.
Hey, Shirley. Just drag down. Drag down.
Yeah, all the party people.
All the party people. See, and right here, because we have the lighter strip, we do have some hair coming off of it. So if I put some of the horse body hair right here, it's a negative burn. So it looks like I've incorporated everything. So now I'm seeing and some of this I may actually switch to the 18 extra small just because of how it holds the heat different.
I apologize.
What?
Chad is now trying to get us to move.
Not leaving the mountain.
I was just gonna say Val's pretty connected to this place, so
yeah. So right here we got some dark, and I'm gonna do this part right here, and then we're gonna move down. So looking at, we got dark coming here, and actually I had to extend my pattern and make it up because the photo didn't go that far. Let's see here.
Jack EKP.
Hi, Jack.
Never say that in an airport.
Okay.
Huh?
Alright, so now here's our darker down at the root. I'm just using the edge of the pen. And actually, I'm not making one stroke. What I'm doing is going back and forth. So think of it more of a zigzag and overlapping, and then I'll darken some of this up, but going with the direction of the hair. So we need to make
Burl says, we have better mountains. Spence says we do. Lots of snow, too.
I can't hear you. Alright. I can't hear you. So right here we've got dark from the background. So what I can do is just tap in a lighter version of how this background is going to be. We do have a few of the flowers that are kind of back here that are going to be pushed back. They're not going to be as bright. What I'm doing is I'm negative burning around this part here.
Ah.
So it doesn't look like I'm outlining.
So Jackie KP, it's actually Jackie KP. So can call you Jackie.
Follow that curve. Follow the curve. And right now I've got the board angled. Bring it together. So the more we keep putting in, There's still going to need to be some more darks in here because that does not feel dark enough. So we will put more darks in, but that's how I keep going and building it up, following the shape of the group of hair. See, I use the edge, now I'm a little more flat. So this is just the base. It's going to have to be more details, more contrast, and that'll make all the difference.
So, the base is pretty important, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you say it's all about that base?
Megan would. So now we're going to move down here to our fuzzy. Need a drink. I'm so glad I got the fan on. Alright. Remember, the color of the wood on camera changes every time I move it closer or further away. Alright. So down here, because we got some fuzzy here, meaning we're seeing, well, both fuzz and individual hairs actually stuck together like it was wet. So what we're going to do, taking the same pin we got, 18S, we're going to start right here, which is closer to the actual, it's laying on top of, whoop, there we go. Is that like too angled, or are you guys able to see how the pin tip is moving?
No, I think that's good. Let's chat.
Oh,
Let's hear from chat. Teresa Luchsinger is in here. She says, sorry I'm late. You're not too late, Teresa. You're still here, so that counts.
What I'm doing is a little negative burning just so I can separate which direction the hair is going. It's easier visual. There we go. Alright, so we got our horse head right here. Let's follow this line. So edge and bottom at the same time. And I'm going to drag and follow. Bring it together. Kind of release it. So what I'm doing is moving it together with a little sharp edge. But your negative burning right here is going to make all the difference as to if it looks fuzzy. So we got some dark here. And I'm just doing it right along the edge of the hair, that way I have a visual. And see, that goes all the way up. But as you put more information in around, it helps.
In regards to the angle, Wanda says, if I tilt my head, I see no problem.
Oh, okay. Let's see here.
Thank you, Spence.
Let's see here. How's that? Is that a little better? I was trying to... Oh, now you can see my... Let's see if that's better. Oh, wait.
I can see it on this. I'm watching it on the tablet, and you can see your technique just fine. Okay. And the angle that you're using, so...
Also, to get fuzz, we don't define it. Anytime we want something fuzzy, we don't put majorly harsh lines. Because that
is true.
Is how we fuzz things out. So even though I'm negative burning around just the tip, I will go back and kind of blend it in.
Wanda says perfect.
Okay.
Andrea says, yep.
Let's see here. So let's follow. I could have gone darker with my graphite, but I think we're okay. Let's see here. So we have some hair coming across, and what I'm actually doing is burning the hair underneath to shape it. Oop, just lost that one, but darken that. Get it back.
Wanda, close out your chat on your phone, and then you'll see the like button. I had the same thing happen. Val had to show me that I feel less technologically,
Let's see here.
proficient. But yes, she showed me that. Yeah, just close out your chat and then do the like, and then you can reopen your chat.
Yep.
And thank you, Wanda. I appreciate it.
So right here, we got some more. We're just dragging softly because it's ultimately going to be your negative burn.
You know,
it's really going to make it.
What I always find that's interesting about the way that you work, because everybody works differently, and that's what categorizes you as having a different style and technique. Yeah. But like, and I said this before, watching you, but it's always like watching someone take. It's like a Polaroid photo because you work in layers. Because some pyrographers will work and they'll put in all their darks first, and then they'll work from that. So there's like a lot of harsh burning at first, but you do kind of the opposite. You put in everything lightly, and then you darken and darken and darken. And if you watch the progress of it, it's like a Polaroid photo. It like slowly gets more. It gets developed and gains more contrast. It's actually a really cool process.
But it can also be a very frustrating process because burning isn't fast anyway. So it's like, oh, hurry up! I want to see. I want to get there.
And I think that's it. Like, I know that the 19 people that are watching with us right now, that's why we know that you're diehard pyrographers, because this can be kind of like it'd be kind of like watching a sniper, like snipe. Just watching the sniper, like, all right, you're being still, and you're still being still, and you're watching. Oh, he's aiming more, and he's still being still. He's waiting. Oh, he just took a drink from his Sonic. Where do you get the Sonic from?
I do need a drink now that you said something.
All right, and then we're still waiting. So it's not an exciting process, but it's a meaningful process. And so for those of you here watching this,
for me it matters taking the time.
Appreciate that, because it is. Unless you're watching speed videos, you really don't get the weight of what you're doing and how much time and dedication it takes to do something. And I think that's there's a little bit of misconception, especially there's so many speed videos out there, and they can be fun to watch, and you have some too. But
I don't go that fast though. Even it's only like 2x, just to shorten the length of the video, but not where it looks like I'm going. Yeah, which I wish I could, but
and
wish I could do that.
And there are some people that go fast, or faster, but it's still not. Even the fastest pyrographer is still a pretty slow process.
Yeah.
So
right now, I'm just doing drags. I'm working from top up because it's easier to overlay versus trying to get underneath. So if I work this way up, when I'm coming over for the next layer, it lays on top of the hair.
Yeah. Versus
me working up here and then trying to get it up underneath what I've already done.
Well, it also kind of informs the next stroke.
It does.
And then it's like a natural way to progress when you're doing hair, to work that way.
And it's easier to keep it more random.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing these soft curves.
And that's the voice of experience speaking, right? Because you could have. No, I'm serious.
Oh, I thought you were teasing me.
Mock me. No, I'm not teasing
Block. Let's go up here. You know what? I feel like the angle is just too sharp.
Spence, I've said that too, but I feel like Valarie has that. Spence was saying it would be a cool idea to see a picture develop like a Polaroid. But you've done that, right?
On Instagram, I have.
On Instagram, yeah.
A couple.
Yeah.
Of old ones.
Yeah.
They're old. I think this fan, though it feels good, needs to come down because I feel like it's cooling off my tip. It needs to push down. Because I can feel a little breeze here.
How's that?
Yeah, that feels good.
Okay.
So I'm just dragging and building it up together.
I always like to see that in art as well. And I think that's why people like speed videos, because you're seeing the
finished product,
the unveiling of something or the progression of something over time that you're not waiting. It's like when we were kids, watching like Sesame Street and watching like the stop motion stuff, like of nature. Like that was kind of the same thing. Maybe that's why people like speed videos.
Maybe.
Sesame Street and the Electric Company.
So I'm using the edge, but I'm using like more. It's both flat.
Spence says I'm old and not on Instagram. Well, Spence, I'm old too.
It's an old video.
And actually, Instagram is really easy. It's not.
It's a pain in the butt, though.
Thanks for contradicting me.
Well, no, meaning building an audience.
I know, but if you're just on there to look at stuff,
it's
easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah.
You don't even have to be a member to. You don't have to have an account even. Look. All right, let's take some of this graphite off.
Actually, Instagram is like super easy to use. So.
In fact, I believe you can use your Facebook login to log into.
It's I think easier than Facebook, honestly, and it's more visual. It's very picture oriented. So
starting to have a bit of a horse popping out of the grass here slowly, and see as I burn more darks and shaping the hair, because right now it looks kind of stringy, which parts of it is stringy, and that's okay to have, but it's knowing when it's stringy, so that's when it's more grouped together and kind of wet or dried from a wet state.
Teresa says, will you be using the 7S also for detail later, or do you use that for different animal hair?
17SR?
She just said 7S.
I think he means the 17.
Okay. Spence says, I might have to look into it. I recommend it. I think it's I think Instagram is pretty cool. So,
I think I might use the 17S. Well, let's just see how it looks real quick before we go.
Teresa says looks awesome. And we got 21 watching now.
Yay.
So appreciate it. Everybody here. Appreciate the likes.
Alrighty.
Appreciate you hanging out with us.
Alright.
Especially Valarie. I'm just here. I'm the hubcap. I'm decorative.
You're the candy. You're the eye candy.
I am a spinner, but don't call me a spinner because I'm still the hubcap.
Alright, this is on.
Your hair looks fabulous today, if I have to say.
I just tried it.
I just noticed I was so focused on doing my job, Burl, that I did not notice your lovely hair.
Thank you. So this is a 17SR, and I can use it actually to shape.
Sorry.
I'm going to bump it up actually to 3.5. Since I haven't used this tip on poplar, I need to work it out. So yeah, I can use it to help separate some of the groups. Use the edge of it a little bit, like one side of the V to... Let's see, that's a little harsher than I wanted.
Spence says, looking awesome, Bill.
There you go. See, I'm not liking that. I'm going to have to work it back out.
Why aren't you liking it, though?
The dots, I don't like.
Okay.
When... You see, now I just darken that.
It's my job to ask the hard questions.
I'm just going to darken this. Work it in.
Burl says your phone must be broken, but we're not charged. I don't know. What's that? What is that in reference to, Burl? Teresa says, I love that pin, 17SR.
Well, you can definitely use it to put in more of the details. Down here, let's see. Down here.
Cindy Van Nostrand is here.
Hey,
Says,
Cindy.
hi everyone. I'm so intrigued by the process, especially Val's work. Even my amateur burning kind of amazes me how it develops. Still feels magical to me.
Oh, I'm so
glad. It is magical.
Your work should always feel magical.
I think
to you.
I think that pyrography is cool because it is an ancient art, and that artists today with improved tools are taking it to new heights.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And you were on the cutting edge of that.
I don't know about that.
Cutting edge. Nothing.
This is our life. Alrighty. So, yeah, I think I will use the 17SR to do some just detailing and separating out the groups. What?
No, Burrow. My phone is here. It's on.
We've had a talk.
And it's actually, I'm watching Val on my phone too. But,
why are you watching me on your phone too?
Huh?
Oh, just
Give you the extra time.
I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You know, I am a person whose attention can get divided very easily.
No.
And I decided, based on our conversation, that I needed to step up my hubcap game and be a little bit more engaged. I apologize if I have not seemed engaged in the past. I was being a douchebag.
No, you're never a douchebag.
Okay, I was just
ever.
Yeah.
You were fishing for a compliment.
No, I wasn't.
You're never. All right.
I was not.
So I'm just trying to back it out so we can see.
Talk about truth.
See a little bit more. There we go. Now I need to know: is the fan loud because it's right under the mic, and if it's annoying, we'll have to move it someplace else. Especially since it's getting hot and no air conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So next week, what did I say we were going to do? Because
I don't know.
I said I may not be as far along as in having all of the horse in. We've now covered everything about the horse. So I think what we will do next week, let's see here, is maybe work on, do you guys want the dark background or the flower foreground? I'll let you guys decide, and that's what we'll do. These are, nope, Snake's not done, Grandma's not done. I got so much to do.
Well, the problem is,
Yes,
is that we know that it's not very exciting watching the same thing over and over again.
So I start something new to help you guys. But yeah, I get behind. But no AC up here. We live 7,000 feet up at the base of the mountain, and when the older homes were built, AC wasn't needed.
Yeah.
We'd have like 1 week of hot, and then monsoon would kick in and wouldn't need it. Well,
Sheila says the fan is okay.
Okay, thank you.
I know before we
Because if
had
not,
the
we
fan
can
on
just
in the window. It was
that's the
making
helicopter
It was
noise.
making our voices high, too.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But now we have like a month.
That was to burrow.
Oh, okay. We have a month of hot weather.
We're not supposed to, but we do.
But generally, it's not hot up here, so.
Yeah, no. We just got a high that's come in.
Shirley wants to know, are you going to do the horse's ear on camera?
The ear. Well, for the ear, looking at my photo, we've kind of actually gone over it. So, we've got the longer fur hair within the ear. So that's going to be similar to the hair we just did of the mane. We've got negative burning in the middle in order to push out some of these hairs that are closer together and more fine. And this is a little longer hair. So it's all the same that we've been doing on both the face and the hair. It's just a repeat. Change of angle. Some darker areas than we've been doing on the horse. So what I can do is it won't be alive. I can throw on the camera and record when I'm burning the ear, and then I'll just post that as a shorter video.
So Mike wants to know, is the horse a Palomino?
Let's see, mine was a Palomino.
Are you talking about the reference?
He's talking about the horse itself.
Oh, okay.
So I'm let's see here, let's put the other.
Well, Wanda says sounds like Germany. Actually, it's a little bit warmer than Germany, I think, and there's more rain, like especially where I lived. I lived in Bayern for a long time, and there's definitely, it gets hot in the summer, but it's a lot more humid. It's very dry here.
Yeah. Well, Wanda's she's down in Phoenix now.
Yeah, so it's
Phoenix area.
super dry down where you're at, Wanda.
Yeah. We do get more rain up here.
Yeah.
In theory, in general.
Yeah.
Supposed to. Palomino. Looking at the horse, it does look like one. It's not an Arabian.
But it looks white though.
But that also is
I mean,
the adjustment of the photo of the person who took or posted it on Pixabay.
We can't see the rest of his body though, so we don't know.
This is true.
Because it could be. Because it could be the back half of it. It could be a
what?
Palomino.
What are you talking? Are you talking that Palomino is a breed of horse?
Yeah, I know that.
And color.
Yeah.
It's a specific color.
I know. I know what they look like. You got spots and stuff.
That is an Appaloosis.
What?
That is an Appaloosis.
I don't know horses, okay?
He just said he knew.
I thought I did. What am I? I'm the hubcap.
Queen Valley. Yes, you're the hubcap.
Yeah, maybe.
You're the Riley.
Oh, good.
Andalusian.
What,
the mane doesn't look as long, but I guess it's possible.
what if you would do a pyrography of Palomino in an El Camino? That would be cool. Right?
Don't like
right?
Don't like
I don't either. Even as a child, I thought they were ridiculous.
If I had to guess, I would say it's a Palomino. If I had to guess, but we don't have a whole lot of information. The nose of the horse is down in the grass, so we can't see the shape of that. We can't see how tall the withers are, and we can't see the full mane and how it lays. We can't see the tail. Coloring wise, it could be a lighter Palomino,
yeah.
Though it seems more white. So.
You know what I think it is?
Oh no. Dad joke.
No.
Trigger warning, dad joke.
No, not at all.
No?
I see a white horse, so I think it's Shadowfax, the lord of all horses.
Dad joke warning.
It's not.
It's a DJ warning.
It's a Lord of the Rings reference. That's what it is. Which makes
Nerd warning.
Which makes it awesome. That was just one reason. Or if you're in Europe,
take your
one reason.
One. I take your one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Don't sword fight with your finger with me.
I'm just waiting for us to tell. No, it's
Help
not.
abuse. Help me.
You do not.
What?
You do not.
See what's happening here? See the oppression of the people? Come see the oppression of the people.
They see nothing.
Huh?
They don't know what's going on. Could be a pinto.
I have to
yeah,
do my job,
could.
Valarie. Why are you disrupting me? This is her all the time, though, folks. So I don't.
The horse is a bit washed out,
Watch
light wise, color wise, because of how it's
that.
adjusted.
It was famous at one time, and now nobody knows who it is.
That's washed up.
Oh,
that's
my
washed
bad.
up.
My bad.
Washed up. All right, so I guess. Hey.
Go. Golka is here. Hello. Coming in at the end.
We're about to
For the win.
leave. I think we will do. The
Go
horse
off,
is a
that's
horse,
right.
of course. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
God, we just saw that on UHF. Remember?
We did.
Yeah.
So we'll work on just the floral right in front of the horse, because the horse head. Because whatever we do here, we'll do on the leg, and then it gets darker as we go back. So we'll focus here, and then the last live, will be working on the actual dark background. Yeah, that's what we'll do.
Jackie says, let's all agree that it's a beautiful horse.
Totally agree, Jackie.
I concur.
Totally agree.
Good observation, Jackie.
Alrighty. Do we have any last questions?
I don't know. What? I haven't read in yet. That's a very patronizing.
No,
thing
this
that you're
would
doing.
be.
Oh,
That's not what I was doing.
okay, but now you did.
Because you accused me of it. So I might as well do it, because I'm already accused
It's not
of it.
double jeopardy.
I might as well do it. And then it was worth it. Alrighty. So if we don't got nothing else, say it with me. You know what to say. Come on. You're awesome. You can do this. Why? Because you're a pyro artist.
That's what she said.
Happy burning, guy. Yes, it is. Bye. Yes, it is what she said.